want to know, like, whether God is real. Is my life from God? Whether this Jivatma will go and join Paramatma again? Karma, whatever my present status, is it because of my past life karma? Will my karma go to my children?
Now, is there God is a question, right? Now, first understand what is God. God is intelligence. God is not a person. All right? The national flag is not the country. National flag represents the country. Is it clear? National flag is not the country, it represents the country. God, like be it Shiva or Buddha, etc., has only a form. The form represents a certain intelligence. Therefore, in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Avajananti ma mudaha manushim tanum ashritaha. They are fools who consider to me to be a form. Now, keep that understanding. Second understanding, understand God is an intelligence. Now tell me, where is this intelligence? You are asking a question. The vocal cord is asking a question. The intelligence from which your vocal cord is asking a question is not yours. It is something cosmic. I am answering, my brain is answering. This brain I have not created. My parents can say, I have created my brain. My grandparents will say, no, I have created. My great parents will say, it's my genes which has happened. Ultimately, it goes to God, the cosmic. So ultimately, if you see the flower blooming is intelligence, the sun rising is intelligence, you asking a question is intelligence, you understanding is intelligence, you know not understanding also there is intelligence which tells you don't understand. This intelligence is called prajna. And that is a word called God. Now tell me, Veera Raghavan, is there not intelligence in the whole cosmos? Yes or no? Yes. You may not be intelligent to understand intelligence. Please see the word. You may not be intelligent to understand intelligence. Right? That is the limitation of your intellect. It is like a land ant, you know, in my book, Manase Relax, please, or book, and in book, so therefore, I have given in Manase Relax, an ant goes running, all right, and with a microphone tells his friend elephant, come out of the lake, come out of the lake, come out of the lake. His friend elephant comes out of the lake. What happened? Asked the ant. And the ant says, I wanted to make sure. And says to the elephant, the friend, I want to make sure you are not wearing my swimming trunks. You are not wearing my swimming trunks. How can the ant swimming trunks fit into the elephant? So our intellect is like an ant. You can't understand the intelligence. Are you understanding? So intelligence is everywhere, sir. What you need to do, you have to connect to the intelligence. Your intellect should connect to the intelligence. When you have Wi-Fi, you can connect to the website. Website is there, but if you don't have Wi-Fi, you can't connect. Are you getting, sir? So if you are sending a mail, all of you, you're sending a mail, all of you put your fingers on this, you're sending a mail to another person. When the mail has to go, it has to have an application called POP, you know, POP, POP. All of you say POP. What is POP, POP? Please write down now in the chat. What is POP, POP? Chat. I'm just keeping it interactive. What is a POP? When a mail has to be sent, it has to be downloaded there. What is POP? No, what is the meaning of the word POP? Quite some. Post office protocol. POP, POP is post office protocol. All right. Post office protocol. You send a mail, it goes there. If you have a post office protocol, then only you can download the mail. Ilya, if you don't have, you can't do. So too, we have to connect to cosmic intelligence. You need an application. And that spiritual application, I'll give a different meaning. POP, POP is post office protocol. I'll say POP, POP spiritually, pockets of peace. I'm changing it right now. Pockets of it. In between, you have to keep your minds calm by meditation, calm. Right? If you keep post pockets of peace. If you go on keeping pockets of peace, then your brain waves get into alpha, theta, delta. Then you can download it. If you don't have an application called post office protocol, somebody sends a mail, you can't get it. So in between, or if you understanding, sir? So therefore, your intellect is not understanding intelligence because it's not got an application, and the application is you should have a pure mind. Sir, if you don't have you're from Chennai, right? Right? Chennai is the musical capital of our country. Chennai is musical factory. Now, at especially Dhanur Masa time, December time, people all over the world come to Chennai to listen to classical music. But if you don't have the discipline, your brain does not understand culture, classical music, and you go and listen to classical music, you will not understand anything. You will feel some cockroaches going around the person, they're saying, like that, when they're doing that. But if you have a cutting, then you will understand. If you have little classical music understanding, then in December it's magic in Chennai. Big singers will do. So to also, please understand, your brain should have an application called POP, pockets of peace, and that should go on increasing. Right? Now, with reference to karma, yes, karma can be transferred. If your father has been smoking, please see, you may say, what logic, Swamiji? If my father has been smoking, all right, the smoking will have an impact on the child. Yes or no, sir? Raise your hand. Yes. Why? If your neighbor is smoking, you are not smoking, passive smoking has equal impact. If your grandfather is diabetic, chances of you being diabetic is 50% more. But if you change your lifestyle, all right, you can do that. For example, my father was diabetic, my mother is diabetic, my grandfather is diabetic, my uncles are diabetic. So I became diabetic at the age of 24. It is a DNA. But I changed my lifestyle very strongly, powerfully. And at the age of 65, 66, I'm out of insulin. And no major ailment have gone. And my doctor says, I've never seen a patient like you, Swamiji. And they are shocked how I'm come out of insulin. Because I worked it out. Changed. Thanks to in Chennai based, there's a diet called twin diet. Dr. Muhammad Maluk is an IIT person, and they and Jahangir from California, they've created a thing there. So therefore, with that there, I've just come out, and even my doctors are shocked about it. So you have to go on exploring. So karma can be transferred. If your DNA is transferred, all right, it can be transferred.